I had to take my daughter to the hospital and couldn't stop laughing. The doctor's reaction made it even worse. I had to take my daughter to the hospital and I couldn't stop laughing. The doctor looked at me like I was the worst mother in the world. Then he heard the full story and he couldn't stop laughing either. My daughter Emma is 7 years old and she is the most dramatic child I have ever met. Everything is a crisis. A paper cut requires a full bandage wrap. A bruise on her knee needs ice, elevation, and at least 2 hours of television to recover. She gets this from her father, who once called in sick to work because he had a hangnail. Last Tuesday started like any normal day. I dropped Emma off at school and went to work. Around noon, I got a call from the school nurse. She said Emma had an incident on the playground and I needed to come pick her up. She wouldn't tell me what happened over the phone. I rushed to the school expecting the worst. When I got to the nurse's office, Emma was sitting on the little cot with her arms crossed and the angriest expression I have ever seen on a child. The nurse pulled me aside and tried to explain what happened, but she kept stopping to compose herself. I could tell she was trying not to laugh. Emma got into a disagreement with another student during recess, the nurse said. The other girl said something that upset Emma, and Emma decided to prove her wrong. I asked what the other girl said. The nurse took a deep breath. She told Emma that humans can't lick their own elbows. Emma took this as a personal challenge. I stared at her. The nurse continued. Emma spent the entire recess trying to lick her elbow. She was twisting and contorting and really giving it her all. At some point, she twisted a little too hard, and now she says she can't move her neck without pain. I looked over at my daughter. She was still sitting there with her arms crossed. Her head was tilted slightly to the left and she wasn't moving it. Did she succeed? I asked. The nurse shook her head. No, she's very upset about that too. I tried so hard not to laugh. I really did. But something about my 7-year-old injuring herself trying to prove she could lick her own elbow was too much. I started laughing and I couldn't stop. Emma glared at me. It's not funny, Mom. Bella said humans can't do it, but I almost had it. I was so close. I drove her to the pediatric urgent care because I wanted to make sure she hadn't actually hurt her neck. The whole drive there, Emma kept insisting that she could have done it if she had just tried a little harder. She said she was going to practice at home until she proved Bella wrong. I told her she was absolutely not going to do that. When we got to the urgent care, the nurse at the front desk asked what happened. I tried to explain, but I started laughing again. Emma huffed and said she would tell them herself. I hurt my neck trying to lick my elbow because Bella said I couldn't, and she was wrong, and I almost did it, Emma said in one breath. The nurse at the desk bit her lip and typed something into the computer. I could see her shoulders shaking. We waited about 20 minutes before a doctor came to see us. He was an older man with gray hair and glasses. He looked very serious. He asked Emma to describe what happened. She told him the whole story, this time with more detail about her technique and how close she had gotten before her neck started hurting. The doctor examined her neck and had her move it in different directions. She winced a few times but was able to move it. Then he asked her to demonstrate what she had been doing when she hurt herself. Emma immediately started twisting her body and craning her neck, trying to get her tongue anywhere near her elbow. The doctor watched for about 10 seconds before he started laughing, not a small chuckle, a full laugh that he tried to hide behind his clipboard. I'm sorry, he said, composing himself. I've been doing this for 30 years and I have never had this particular injury before. He told us that Emma had strained a muscle in her neck. Nothing serious. He recommended rest, some children's pain reliever, and absolutely no more attempts to lick her elbow. Emma looked devastated. But I was so close, she said. The doctor leaned down to her level. Can I tell you a secret? Humans actually cannot lick their own elbows. It's physically impossible for most people because of how our arms and tongues are structured. Your friend Bella was right. Emma's eyes went wide. But I saw a video online where someone did it. The doctor smiled. Some people with very long tongues or flexible joints can do it, but it's extremely rare. You're not one of those people, and that's okay. Emma was quiet the whole ride home. When we got to the house, she asked if she could call Bella to apologize. I let her use my phone. She called Bella and said sorry for getting upset. Then she told Bella that she had gone to the hospital because she tried too hard to prove her wrong. Bella thought it was the funniest thing she had ever heard. They laughed together on the phone for 10 minutes. They're best friends now. Emma still brings up the elbow incident. She thinks it's hilarious. She told her whole class about it, and now she's known as the girl who went to the hospital for trying to lick her elbow. She doesn't mind. She says it makes her interesting. Last week she asked me if it was true that you can't sneeze with your eyes open. I told her not to test that one either.